You don't need to tell Aucklanders we've got a housing crisis because most families are living it every day. Firstly, we've got a desperate shortage of affordable rental accommodation. And secondly, families are paying far too much for poor quality accommodation. And when it comes to buying a house, property investors get preferential treatment over first home buyers. So whether you're renting or you want to buy, times are really tough. If you're renting your home, we'll be introducing a Charter of Rights that will focus on tenure, the amount of rent you pay, and warranty fitness standards for the property you have. And through this process, we'd aim to reduce rents in Auckland by around 30% to bring rents here in line with what's being paid elsewhere in New Zealand. But at the heart of the problem is a desperate shortage of affordable rental housing. And so what can the Mayor of Auckland do? Well, a hell of a lot as it turns out. In the first term of Mayor, we'd get underway the building of 20,000 affordable council homes. These homes would set the standard in Auckland for affordable accommodation. We've got 300 hectares of council-owned land, and if we could use all of that land, we'd be able to build 9,000 homes. Not all of it will be suitable, but it'll give us a really good start. And because we don't have to pay the price of the land, we'll be able to charge affordable rentals for those homes. To help fund our affordable homes, we'd used betterment levies on property speculators and developers. So see this block of land here? 29 hectares. This land was bought in 1995 for $890,000. It's on the market right now for $112.5 million. The people who bought it have done nothing to it. And so they are getting $112 million in unearned, untaxed income. To build our 20,000 affordable homes, we'd also utilise the power of the council to borrow money at cheaper rates and also to do bulk buying deals with building suppliers and also reduce compliance costs because it's the council doing the job. And as part of this program, we're also keen to work with community groups because there are a lot of innovative ideas out there. For example, the Earthship homes, which are popular in the US. We can develop some of those ideas here ourselves in a really Kiwi way. So we want to be working with the community and with not-for-profit community groups which have got strong community support. So if Aucklanders want to buy their first home, why are prices so high? Why is it so difficult? Well, one of the reasons is that our whole property market is skewed in favour of property investors rather than first home buyers. And here's what I mean. Here's an advertisement from the Straits Times newspaper in Singapore, 1st of June this year. And what does it tell us? It says, Auckland is for sale, the best of Auckland. Capital City properties for sale, Christchurch properties for sale. And here's the key point right at the bottom. No stamp duties and no capital gains tax. What that means is that property investors are getting the best of everything. First home buyers are being left out in the cold. It's just not good enough. We'd transfer the current bias in favour of property investors over to people buying their first home. And we do that by putting a tough capital gains tax on property investors at the same time as providing cheap loans to people through a Kiwi Bank home ownership account. In 1986, I bought my first home just around the corner here using a post office savings bank home ownership account. And I had that account for 2 years and I had to show that I could save money in a way that showed I could pay back a mortgage. We can do the same thing with a Kiwi Bank home ownership account today to give low interest loans to people buying their first home. Times have changed since then, but not the need for families to have affordable rental homes or the opportunity to buy their own home. So what can you do? There's two things. Firstly, you need to check that you're on the electoral roll at the right address, and you can phone this number to find out. And secondly, when voting day comes and the papers arrive in the mail, vote Minto for Mayor.